Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're watching. Welcome to another edition of Crime Time with DutyRon. Guys, I'm a retired New York City police detective with 20 plus years of law enforcement. If you like all things true crime related from a police perspective, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll get all things DutyRon when I go live or upload another video. Today I just wanted to quickly get on here. I wanted to jump on and get an idea of how you guys felt about the show last night with Dr.Marks Remarks, the forensic anthropologist. I thought it was unbelievable. I had a great time doing it. He was such a humble, regular kind of guy. Like for me, it was like I was getting together with somebody who I knew for my whole life. Like friends, kind of just hanging out and talking. Hi, Factual Breakdown. How are you? Rita, Robin, great to see you. Carol, hi, Eyes Wide Shut. I think that a lot of people got a good value out of it. I think there was a lot to learn, and hearing it from an expert was just so much, it had so much more impact, I felt, than hearing it just from someone speaking. Emerald Kimmy, great to see you. Hi, how are you? If you haven't caught the show, I'll link it down below. But by a show of hands, how many got value? How many learned something or just had something for me, it put everything in perspective, and it solidified some of the things that I might have been a little iffy on. I really feel, hold on a second, let me get this right. I really feel that Dr. Murray, and he doesn't even like to be called doctor, by the way. He said to Ed, call me Murray, don't call me doctor. But Dr. Marks Remarks is, he's got an easy way of explaining things, and that's what I thought was really good. So it looks like everybody got some value out of it. You could tell you were learning from a teacher, but the conversation that I had from him, the conversation that we had, me and Ed had before we went live, is like we wanted him to know that it was important to get it out in layman's terms so everybody could understand it. Not a lot of big scientific words. I just said, if you speak to the audience like you're speaking to somebody who really doesn't have a great deal of experience in anthropology, if there's a way you can get it out in layman, and he's like, oh, no problem, I got this. So, he really knew what message we wanted to send out to everybody, and he got it. He was so well spoken, and he definitely was very personable. And what was great that came out of it, right? What was great that came out of it was that he is going to get us, and he's already hooked me and Ed up. And Ed Wallace has just been an unbelievable addition to Crime Time with DutyRon. So he has hooked Ed up with an entomologist. That's the bug doctors, Stacy and Dawn Marie and everybody that's here. You heard me talk with Dr. Marks Remarks about the bug doctors. I didn't say an entomologist because that's getting, official terms. Sometimes if you say an entomologist, some people might not even know what you're talking about. So I kept saying to him, we want to get a bug doctor in here. And the entomologist is a scientist who studies insects. And what those insects do is tell the science how long the body has been deceased, how long that person has been dead. So the bug doctors, the entomologists, can determine, not right down to the second or the minute or the days, they can get it within weeks, days, based on the bugs that are present at the time recovery is made. So he connected us not only with an entomologist, a bug doctor, he hooked us up with a bug doctor from Australia. So we're going to have an Australian entomologist who is already committed to come on to the show. Hi, Gemma. Good to see you. I know. I hate the fireworks too. They were going off all night last night. So the fireworks were going off. But he hooked us up with an entomologist from Australia. So for my folks over in my Aussie folks, we're going to have an Australian entomologist who worked with and continues to work with Dr. Murray Marks, and both of them are going to come on Crime Time with DutyRon, and they're both going to talk about not only Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito case. They're going to talk about any case that we want to talk to them about in the past. You know, we have so many outstanding missing people, like our little boys, Orrin and Orson West from California. We have Suzanne Morphew's remains not recovered. We have Maya Miliete. So we can tie in all of those conversations about all those different cases. It's going to be fascinating. So that's what we got planned for next week, Josh. The entomologist, the bug doctor, not going to reveal his name, but he is an Aussie, an Australian, who works with Dr. Murray Marks at the body farm and has been over there, and they have worked together. So we're going to get just not only one, we're going to get both of them together on a panel. And what my vision is for that live stream is to get a couple of folks to call in and ask some questions. So I'm going to give the audience, we're going to try to select a couple of people to come with questions related to anthropology and entomology. And we're going to get specific questions from you guys, from the audience, from the viewers, so we could get some questions and we'll have the doctors answer them right there on the live stream. I think it'll be fantastic. Denise DePerez, good to see you. Josh, my head is healing up. I have steri strips on. They took the stitches out yesterday, so my stitches came out yesterday. There's steri strips on. I'm healing up. I got to do some massaging when these 7 days, when these strips fall off. I got to start massaging the wound, and it's going to, hopefully I'll be okay. Sherilyn, good to see you. You know, so again, I just wanted to get an idea. I could see, listen, I'm going to link the show from last night in the description of this live stream. But you guys have been going over there and leaving comments that are just off the charts. You guys are off the charts with the comments. Marianne, good to see you. Hello, Black Rose, great to see you. And I want to say a special thank you to the replay viewers. Charleston Amy is here, Joey Brooklyn. You guys are fantastic. You know, it's not going to be a members only. I do members only live streams twice a month. So I will have a members only live stream for my members. I already did the 2 for this month, for last month. So I got 2 to do this month. Don't forget, if you're not a member, or if you're not yet joined or subscribed as a member of this channel, we are going to work on bringing some exclusive content. My last members only live stream was with criminal defense attorney Joe Murray. So we are going to get some of these great doctors and some of these great scientists that we have, and we're going to do some members only live streams. You're not going to want to miss those. I will advertise them. That's part of what membership is. Membership gives you this exclusive content. So yes, there will be some exclusive member only live streams this month. There'll be 2 of them. So you don't want to miss it. But I give so many great free live streams that go out to my subscribers. Listen, the only thing I ask you to do is please consider subscribing. Go over to my website where you can get all things DutyRon, and you can follow me on all social media, one word, DutyRon. Emily, great to see you. Thank you for joining. Papa Smurth is here. But again, you know, your memberships and subscriptions and watching the videos, remember, you don't have to pay to watch me. You know, membership is what keeps a lot of the great work going. You know, you guys watching the videos and letting the ads run, shopping on my Amazon affiliate link, buying merch, But if you just watch the video and leave a comment or let the ads roll, you're contributing. So for my folks who are on a limited budget and that can't afford it, you're always welcome here. And you know that you don't have to reach into your pocket or your pocketbook to watch this live stream, this community. So there's so many free ways for you to contribute. So just understand that. I love and respect all of you guys. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Pia O'Brien. Love to Oscar and Mrs. DutyRon. So, thank you. I appreciate that, Megahertz. I appreciate that. So, I was just blown away with the amount of information that we, Robin, thank you. CJD, thank you so much. I was blown away by the information that was obtained last night. Judy, thank you. Dr. Marks was fascinating. And it was just an honor and a pleasure to speak with him. And he said after we ended the live stream, he stayed in the studio with me and Ed and spoke for about another 10 or 15 minutes. Good to see you, Scotty Wagner. Thank you so much for joining, my housing brother from another mother. But he hung around to the end and he said, listen, anytime, any day, anything that you need from me, I'll gladly come back and hang out with you guys. Not only did he have fun, he made mention to the viewership, to you guys. He said your audience, your live audience was phenomenal. So Dr. Marks threw kudos back to you guys. And that's a testament. You guys should all be very proud, because he was like, what a great community you have. He said that more than once. And he wrote an email to me and Ed thanking us for having him on. And he was just so impressed with our community. So, kudos to you guys. It makes me so proud that this is what we have here. We have such great people. So thank you. Rita Schaefer, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Southern Sass, always great to see you. Thank you. Marianne, thank you. Safari Dream says, you guys made it so easy to understand, and we thank you for that. Can't wait for more guests. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, right back. Thank you to anyone who's given Super Chat or has become a member and I missed it. Again, feedback is really important. User feedback is what drives the channel. So if you have questions or if you have show ideas, leave it down in the comment section, but better yet, send it on over to dutyron.com. All right? Those show ideas and suggestions are I always read them and I always absorb them. I sometimes keep those emails and I refer back to them. So keep them coming. I appreciate that. And if there's anybody out there that has experience with creating chapters in my videos, the videos that I do, I know that there's a science to it and it takes a long time and it's time consuming. I don't have the time to do it, but I would like someone to volunteer, if you can, to break down my last video into chapters. Like, in other words, introduction, the conversation about bones, or, break it into chapters with, there's a certain way to do it for YouTube. Somebody did it for me once and they sent it in the comment section and I copied and pasted it and I used it and it worked so good, so good. I just don't have time to go through it and make the chapters. So if somebody knows how to do that and wants to do it and volunteer to do it, send me a message on dutyron.com. I just want to break up the videos into chapters so everyone can scroll through it and just find out the parts that they really want to find instead of having to listen to it in a whole hour live stream. And also, by a show of hands, who enjoys the longer live streams? I think that making shorter ones and making them in separate parts is easier. Like, I'll take a long live stream and then I'll make it into part 1, part 2, and part 3. Would you guys rather have short half-hour pinpointed lives, or do you guys like the long ones? I'm just curious about that too. So again, yeah, I need them time stamped. And it has to start from 000 and then, and then if you go over to YouTube, there's a formulation for it. So I'll review this chat to see who likes the long live streams, and who likes the shorter ones. But I'm sure that, there's quite a bit of a mix. So yeah, some people like the short ones, some people like the longer live streams. I know I don't have an hour or two to sit and watch a full live stream, so I can never watch anything that's more than an hour. And I sometimes struggle with even being able to watch an hour's live stream. Susan, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Again, it's everybody's lifestyle is different, So some people like short, some people like long, some people like both. Josh is saying a 12-hour live stream. That's a marathon. I would never do one of those. I think it's ridiculous. Good morning from Australia. Cindy Romero, good to see you. Thank you for joining. All right, guys, I got to run. I got to get back to work. But yeah, let me know how much you enjoyed the show from last night with Dr. Marks. We're going to have an entomologist come on from Australia. It's going to be an epic show. We're going to be putting prawns on the Barbie, and we're going to have a great conversation about the science of entomology and how these bug doctors determine the cause of death, the time of death, based on the bug activity and growth and the different stages. The different stages are just, for me, fascinating to learn. And I could listen to someone talk about that for days. Lauren Sparks, thank you for becoming a DutyRon Silver. I appreciate it. So a lot of people like the longer, a lot of people like the shorter ones. It is what it is, guys. Gayla Dennison says, give me maggots. Give me all the maggots you can get. I've seen them in person in front of me at work. It's not pretty. Blowflies are scary. I've come into apartments where I've seen, maggots at work. It doesn't smell good. It doesn't look good. Pip Arrow UK, great to see you. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Listen, guys, again, if you like all things true crime related from a police perspective, consider becoming a channel member. Consider supporting this channel and hit that subscribe button because it's free. Hit the subscribe button. Let's take this to the next level, and I appreciate each and every one of you interacting, leaving messages, sending messages on DutyRon.com. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all one word, DutyRon. And much love and respect from my house to yours. As I always like to end these live streams. Yeah, morbid curiosity. Yes. Yep, that's the scoop. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for your donation to Gabby's Foundation. You included us all, and I appreciate your class. Dawn Travis, it's my pleasure. Anything that I donate comes from us, from our community. So it is what it is, guys. All right. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the feedback. Leave me comments down below. If anybody has that skill to do the chapters for me, I greatly appreciate that. So I'm hoping somebody will respond to me. That's my cry for help. That's my reach out for help. A lot of people always say, DutyRon, I want to help you. How can I help you? This is my call for help. Thank you to all the new channel members. I love to see the new channel members. God bless the world. God bless the United States of America, and God bless each and every one of us here in the chat, and all victims of crime and their families. Jennifer Nobles, thank you for being here. I know I must have missed you, but I saw your name in the chat. Somebody added you. Thank you for being here, Jen. She's a great friend of mine from Bakersfield, California. All right, so guys, be kind to each other. I will see you on the next one. Love and respect from DutyRon. Thank you for joining.